Okay, this class we are going to be working with creating our blog admin, which is basically a page similar to the first one, to your index, but this time instead of only showing your blog posts, it allows you to edit and delete them. Okay, so we're going to be working with different files, but a lot of what we are going to do here we have done before for the index. So first thing to do, we're going to create a new file to list all the posts for editing and deleting, and this file will be called admin.php. So let's create a new file. Blog admin. Let's save it as admin.php. Good. Second instruction we have there. So we have to create a table and echo both all the IDs, titles, and text for each of the posts on your database. The idea for this is very much similar to what we did in last class. So let's take a look at our index. So what we need to do, we have some HTML before, and we are going to include connection, connect to the database, select everything from there, and we are going to echo that. The only difference is that here we need to echo them like this, inside a table. So how are we going to create our table? Let's go. First, really, I'm going to copy all this PHP blog from index into admin, and then we're just going to add it in here. Okay. But first thing, remember that the loop should have only the things that are going to be repeated. In the case of a table, every repetition should be creating a table row with it, so the tr. Before that, we need to create our table. So table, I'm adding here border 1, so you can see the table when it appears, and we're going to close this table only after your loop. Good. Also, before we start looping, we have these headers here. So let's do it with, we need to open a table row first, and we're going to add 3 th cells. One for ID, next one title, and last one for text. Good. Also, if you look at our model, we're missing the title here, so the heading, the H1. So before our table, we add an H1. Blog admin. Good. So at this point, we are creating the header. We start in the table. What we need is to transform these things here into table rows. So what we need to change here is our is the things we are echoing inside our loop. So first thing, we need to echo a new row. So tr. Then in each table row, we are going to echo. So a new table cell, td, and row, post ID, and we close table cell. Oops. Here. So both post title and post text are going to be the same thing. So I'm just replacing their tags by td, and I'm closing the row here. Okay. At this point, our admin should be working reasonably well. Let's see. The blog is here. Let's go to admin.php. We just have one problem here. Post ID. Because in our database posts, it's called just ID. So let's fix this. Go back to our admin, and there it is. So we have the heading. Blog, not blood. I'm recording this on Halloween, so I may be evilly inspired. Let me fix this. Good. But if we go back and look at what we're expected to do here, we need to add 2 more cells in each row. For now, we don't need to put anything into these links, but we need links at least. So how do we do that? After this post cell, I'm going to echo something else. So td href equals, let's just use a hashtag here as a placeholder for now. I'm gonna call it, so delete is the text that's going to appear on the link, and I close A, and I close the cell. I can close it here, and then I add one more below, and I'm calling it edit. Yes. When you come back here, they're already appearing as expected. Okay, so that's it. That's all we have until for this first step of our admin. Second step. So now we're going back to the post manager, and we're going to start transforming our code into a function. So what do we have to do? We have created so far a function code only to save data. We have to transform that into a function and call it right after. Let's see how we can do it. So all this code here, I'm going to just put it inside a function. Save. Or let's call it post save. I open curly braces, I close the curly braces here, and this is it. What I need to do then is to call the function. So just writing post save. This should work. So to test that, let's go back to post.php and try to make a new post. For another post, this is just another post. And we have an error. And that error is expected because our connection is something that is not defined inside the function. To do that, you can add this line to the function. So global connection. Let's go back there. So inside post save, I call global connection, save it. Let's go back to our form. We try now, and this time it works. If we go to our index, for example, you can see our second post here. If you go to our admin, you can see both posts online. That's second step. Close this. Third step. So now we're starting to get a little bit deeper into this. Lesson 1 or 2 this unit, you guys worked with get. So most of the time we are sending variables via post. Now we're going to send some via get. How? In your link, you get the address, so the file you're going to open from the link, a question mark, and then you can add variables here with their names and values. Okay, if you have more than one variable to add, you use the AND sign. So let's see what you have to do. So we need, for the delete link, to have a mode equal delete. So let's go back to our admin page and we create the delete link here. So let's make delete point to post manager.php, question mark to open the get variables, mode equal delete. So let's test that out. So I'm going back here. So let me inspect. If you look at our link here, you can see it has mode equal delete. If I click it, you see that it's going for, we have a lot of errors as expected. We haven't created a function to delete anything yet. And the mode is here. Okay, let's go back. Let's see what we have to add to. So we need to add the ID for this post. Let's check your thing. So the second thing here needs to be an ID, and that's equal to what? To the ID of the post on the row that's being looped at the moment. To do that, we need to break this here. Okay, so I broke the ID, and I'm going to get the same thing we used to echo the row in the beginning of the line, row ID. So at this point we save, go back to our admin, and if we inspect it, we see that the first one has ID 1, the second one has ID 4. So automatically we are getting the correct ID here, so we can delete it. Okay, step 4. So now we need to create a function to delete posts from the database. Let's see how we can do that.